Celebs often spend ridiculous amounts of money to maintain their youthful looks. Hundreds of thousands of dollars can go towards personal trainers, dietitians, and cosmetics. But some celebs are also willing to go under the knife to fight the clock. Here are the stars who reportedly spent a fortune changing their looks. Sharon Osbourne. Never one to hold back about her cosmetic procedures, Sharon Osbourne admits it all began with a stomach stapling surgery. She dropped weight and had a lot of sagging skin, which she corrected with additional surgery. She told Britain's Night and Day magazine, "I had liposuction on my neck and had it lifted too. I had my breasts lifted, my arms lipoed, and my tummy tucked. I had my bum lifted and implants inserted, and I had my legs lifted. The total cost was $160,000, and it was worth every last penny."
What was the most painful procedure?
Having my vagina tightened.
Get away. What did that entail?
I'll show you later.
In 2012, Osbourne got her implants removed when she had a double mastectomy and reportedly swore off plastic surgery. Demi Moore. Radar Online reported that Demi Moore got breast implants, numerous facial filler procedures, liposuction, and even laser surgery on the skin of her knees, with the Daily Telegraph estimating her total cosmetic surgery cost to be close to $400,000. She admitted to LUK in 2014 that she'd had work done to her body, but not her face. Rumer Willis. Moore's daughter, Rumer Willis, has reportedly taken after her mom in terms of surgical procedures. A source told the National Enquirer. Rumer's been to see Demi's plastic surgeon. So far, she's had her nose thinned, her lips plumped, her forehead Botoxed, and her teeth capped. She looks completely different from just a few years ago. Kim Kardashian. Aside from some Botox, Kim Kardashian swears that she's never gotten any plastic surgery. Experts disagree. Radar Online speculated that she underwent at least one nose job circa 2011, as well as chin shaving, non-surgical rhinoplasty using fillers, and jaw surgery. Then there's her most famous asset. The Mirror reports that Kardashian likely used fat injections to get her infamous backside, costing between $6,700 and $7,500. Her post-baby body may be at least partly due to fat transfer injections from her waist to her hips and butt, estimated to cost $20,000. Kris Jenner. After she documented a facelift on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it's safe to say Kris Jenner hasn't been too hesitant about sharing her plastic surgery stories with the world.
No, I usually film it all. Not me, I'm not shy.
In addition to Botox, fillers, and laser procedures, Jenner admits to having a breast augmentation in the 80s after having 4 children. About 30 years later, she had the implants replaced with a smaller set in conjunction with a breast lift.
I get a lot of people saying I had my nose done. Like people, look at her nose.
It's gorgeous.
Never had my nose done.
Caitlyn Jenner. OK Magazine reported that Caitlyn Jenner's breast augmentation and facial surgeries have cost the transgender icon upwards of $5 million, with a source claiming, Jenner had at least 3 facelifts, several nose jobs, multiple breast procedures, brow lifts, jowl removal, vein removal, chemical peels, laser treatments, neck lifts, and eye lifts. Jenner also goes for regular tune-ups, the source noted, adding, her last bill was nearly $60,000, and that was just for filler, Botox, and laser work. She only goes to the best doctors, which doesn't come cheap. Mickey Rourke. After suffering numerous injuries during his boxing career, Mickey Rourke reportedly underwent multiple plastic surgeries to correct his face, but sources close to the actor claim there's more to his surgeries than just his history of fighting in the ring. A source told Page 6, he's hooked on surgery. He wakes up in the morning and looks in the mirror and doesn't like what he sees. The source claimed Rourke was undergoing more procedures, saying he's having bone taken from his hip grafted onto the roof of his mouth so that he can get new teeth implants. Doctors are also taking bone from one of his ribs and using it to rebuild his nose. Cher. Often candid about her plastic surgeries, Cher says it began in 1985 after seeing herself in the movie Mask. She told People, I told myself, I can look better than this. She embarked on a nose job, dental surgery, breast enlargement, and later a series of facelifts. Estimated to have spent $750,000 on surgeries throughout her life, the If I Could Turn Back Time singer doesn't care how people feel about her appearance or her choices. In her words, if I want to put my on my back, it's nobody's business but my own. Iggy Azalea. Pop star Iggy Azalea looked dramatically different when she debuted her new nose and breasts at the Billboard Music Awards in May 2015, and her plastic surgeon was eager to divulge the details of exactly what he did to make her look like that. Dr. Ashkan Ghavami told People, "Her breasts were super small and super wide apart, so I wanted to bring them towards the middle and give her a lot more cleavage, but not go too big where it looks obvious." As for her rhinoplasty, Dr. Ghavami said, "Her nose had a really weird shape to it. She had a tiny hump that I reduced, and also she was very deviated and had blockage for breathing, so we really killed 4 birds with 1 stone." Dolly Parton. Country legend Dolly Parton has few qualms about sharing her plastic surgery experiences. She told In Touch Weekly in 2014, "Anybody that's got the nerve, desire, and the money to have surgery should find a good doctor and just do it." Parton noted that she's had breast implants, liposuction, under-eye work, fillers, and Botox, as well as removed, quote, "the pelican pouch under her chin." She went on to say, "These days, I do very little, just fillers and Botox. You owe it to people not to look like a dog if you can help it."
Have you ever thought about a reduction?
Oh, no, I'd work too hard to get them this big.
Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.